Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel and a few OP replays. Yes, we have another Hold My Beer, but in fact we are going to call it Hold My Baby, because as you know from my announcement a few days ago now, my wife has finally had our baby. It was actually a really quick process, you know, and most of this video we're going to watch the replays, but we are going to talk about my amazing wife and the beautiful child that she gave birth to. So it was quite eventful, to be honest. It was really eventful. We was about to sit down on Monday evening. We went shopping on Monday. We had a meal and everything like that. We had a nice dinner. And then at around sort of 8 o'clock in the evening, we decided, you know what, kids are in bed, let's watch a film. So I put the film on. In fact, we was actually going to watch Insidious 3. We watched Insidious 1 a few days before, and this popped up. It's like, you know what, let's sit and watch it. So we put the film on. We paused it just to get ready, get the kids sorted in bed, and literally we both sat down on the sofa. The movie was still paused, and then she just felt something down below, and she just looked at me and was like, Darren, my waters have just broke. And at that stage, you're like, you get panicky, you know. It's just like, oh shit, because with my wife, her waters never break until she actually gives birth, or just before. So it was literally at that stage, oh shit. So we live around about half an hour to 45 minutes away from the hospital. So at this stage, all the kids were still awake, and it's just like, right, we have to go. So our daughter, obviously she's old enough, she babysitted for us, and we made our way to the hospital. So we got there, and she wasn't having any contractions, so we got put on the monitor to make sure the baby's heartbeat and everything, the heart rate, everything like that is absolutely fine. My wife's blood pressure was a little bit high, so we had to stay in for a while. And then around about 1 o'clock in the morning, they gave us the option, because my wife still wasn't having the contractions. They was like, right, you can either stay in, we would recommend you to stay in, or you can go home and come back in 24 hours if you haven't gone back in labour, and we will start the labour for you. So my wife, being my wife, she's like, okay, I'll go home, get some sleep, and then we'll come back tomorrow. We'll sort the kids out, and then we'll come back tomorrow. So this was obviously 1 o'clock in the morning. So we decided to go home. We get home around 2 o'clock, and because we knew something was going to happen sort of that day, we went straight to bed. I fell straight to sleep. Now I woke up just randomly at about 6, I think it was about 6 o'clock in the morning, and my wife wasn't in bed. I was like, okay, where is she? So she was actually in one of the kids' bedrooms, who slept downstairs, because he's got a nice comfy gaming chair in his room, and she was just sitting there like in pain. I was like, what are you doing? She was like, I'm now having contractions. And they say your contractions, when your contractions are like 5 minutes apart, you're supposed to make your way to the hospital, especially if your waters have already broken. So I said to her, how far apart are they? And she's like, 4 minutes. And I was like, bruh, come on, we have to go. Why the fuck didn't you wake me up? She was like, you were sleeping. I was like, seriously? So we made our way to the hospital. We get to the hospital about 7 o'clock in the morning. And then the contractions obviously started to get bigger and more painful. And then 3 hours later, she gave birth. So that was actually the quickest we've ever gave birth. It actually worked out about a 4-hour labour, proper labour, which is actually really, really quick, to be honest. Most of our other labours and with the other kids are usually around 12 hours, sometimes even longer than that. So yeah, we gave birth. She gave birth at 11:45 on Tuesday. And he is absolutely amazing. He really is. He's sleeping a lot. He is sleeping a lot. he goes sort of 6 hours at a night time. My wife being a bit overprotected, she doesn't want to sort of leave him. She doesn't feel comfortable falling asleep while he's asleep, and so on. So that's just like mother's instinct. That's what they do. So she hasn't had much sleep, bless her, but yeah, I've had quite a bit of sleep. But she will get her sleep, and I keep telling her to go to freaking sleep because she needs her sleep. But yeah, overall, everything's all done. You know, it's a long time coming. She was a week overdue, and I do appreciate every all the support that you guys have given, all your well wishes on my community post, and of course on Discord and on Instagram. The support you guys have shown excuse me, is absolutely fantastic. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. I love the community when it comes to things like this. Yeah, we get hate in the community, especially YouTubers, but when it comes to things like this, like the support is absolutely amazing, and I appreciate everything. Me and my wife, obviously my wife even messaged on my Instagram post to thank you all you guys with your well wishes as well. So yeah, the baby is here. I've got a few weeks off work. So in that few weeks, I won't really be making any footage. I am playing the game when I can, just because I really want this 50 TP. So when the baby's sleeping, when mummy's sleeping, I am hopping onto the game for a few platoons with my clan mates, just to farm those brother in arms medals. So I'll get the tank. I'll definitely get the tank. But as for footage, I'm only making this now because I've gone shopping on my own, left them at home, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to sit in the car, make this video to thank you guys, because I do appreciate everything, while showing a few OP replays as well. So yeah, this replay, we haven't spoke about it, but I wanted to show it because it is a great replay, and from a really, really good tank as well, which is the Defender Mark 1. So he done absolutely fantastic, and that's, I think, number 3 Hall of Fame. 6,700 damage, 6 kills, makes quite a bit of credits as well, and overall just a fantastic game. So moving on, we are going to have the new tank in the game, the Object 907. I don't have this tank. I bought the crate. That's, what is it, the 2-for-1 or the 3 crates or whatever it is for £8 or £10. But other than that, I'm not going to buy them. They are really expensive, and when you spend that much money in the game, I want to be guaranteed something, you know. I don't want to spend that much money in the game and then get nothing but a little bit of gold. So the 907 is available, and we're going to watch Hydra driving this tank, and we are going to talk about this tank. Now, there is actually an AFK on the enemy team. But the reason I wanted to show it, because it is nice damage, and there is also an AFK on his team, and in fact towards the end I believe there's 2 AFKs on his team. So the tank is really, really nice. It is actually very nice, but I just think, you know, with the how much it is, it's too expensive for what it is. It is a nice tank, yes, but you can always just go and buy a T62A for free, and in my opinion is much, much better than this tank. It has the same gun depression, it has better, it's got a nicer turret, it's just overall a better tank. Of course, I also have the T22 as well, so as much as I want this tank, I'm not going to go and spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds, or at least £200 or £100, I don't know how much in total, to guarantee the tank, when I have the T62 and when I have the T22. So I can wait for it. I'm a patient guy, you know. I've got it on my press account, so if I really want to go and play it, I can. But yeah, so you can see, hold down using that gun depression is an absolute must, and you can get bounces on that turret, but at the moment this Jaegeroo doesn't really know what he's doing and hasn't really got any shots off. But because of this, he's had to use quite a bit of heat to just get the guaranteed pen. So now the Sheridan on the enemy team has rushed around. He's killed the Type 61. Now the Jaegeroo on his team is going to be in a bit of trouble, so he's spotted that. Our guy Hydra has spotted that, and he's going to go for the most dangerous target first, which is the Centurion. The Centurion is a fantastic tank now. After it got buffed, it's literally one of the best tier 9s in the game. Absolutely fantastic, and I absolutely love playing this tank. So now he is now going to circle or go try and stop the Sheridan from circling this this Jaeger. At this time, it is a 5 versus 5. But of course, each team has an AFK as well. So he's obviously the Sheridan is not aiming for him. That was an accidental shot into our 907 because he's just focusing on the Jaeger, which is probably the right decision, to be honest. If you just focus on the 907, then you're going to get the Jaeger turn and shoot you. So he done the right thing, but unfortunately for him, a tank like the 907 coming after you with the DPM it's got is not the best situations you can find yourself in. So at this point, it's a 4 versus 4. He's lost a little bit of hit points, so he now needs to try and keep his hit points and not waste any. And now that they've just said that the IS-7 is AFK, excuse me, I've got a cough today, so if I cough anymore in this video, I do apologize. So now the E100 is capping. We have the E75 there, and of course we do have the IS-7, which they've said that is AFK. So he's going to go for this E75 with this E100. He's on 5k damage so far. So he's done a pretty good job. He has lost a little bit of hit points, but now he is with this E100 dealing with the E75. They can deal with him very quick. And again, with the DPM this tank's got, you can really deal with these tanks very, very quickly. Fuck IS, says the Sheridan. He's not happy. So now he knows that there's an AFK. He's going to use that opportunity to go and get as much damage as he can get. I was expecting for the E100 to come this way as well. But he doesn't. The E100 actually goes towards the enemy E100. So at the minute, our guy Hydra has some 2,500 free damage into this IS-7, but he's only got 6 APCR left. So after these last few shells, he is going to have to start shooting the heat, which obviously does a little bit less damage. But at this point, 7.3k damage, 3 kills he's on, and he will be able to take care of this guy. And if you look at the mini-map, you can see that there is still a tank in the spawn area, and the Jaeger, which he helped earlier, is just sat there and not moving. So I'm assuming he's also gone AFK as well. So a bit of low battery there, but we'll get the battle done. So now 8.2k damage, 4 kills, and just this E100 left alive. Now, we don't even need the E5, and we don't even need the Jaeger. So just some heat shells left now, which is a shame, because he goes for the track. That was a poor shot there, but whether he didn't, I don't think he realized that he had the heat loaded. But yeah, obviously, if you shoot the heat into tracks, it's only going to absorb and not do any damage. But he can take a shot from this E100 here, which he does, and now he can just use the out DPM this guy nice and easy, get around him and get his 5th and final kill. So not a bad game. Didn't really block any damage there. 190. You can't really rely on the armor of this thing. But he finishes with 9,100 damage, over 100,000 credits earned, and over 2,100 base XP, which is absolutely fantastic. And as you can see, the Jaeger stays alive, which he was AFK, and of course the E5 stayed alive as well. So yeah, just a video for you. Hold my beer, hold my baby, or whatever you want to call it. I won't be doing another one for a while. When I get the opportunity, of course, I will do these replay videos, but at the moment, if I do get some time, I'm going to use that time to make footage instead, just to get on top of the footage, because I won't be at work for a while, a couple of weeks, and most of my footage I do make at work anyway. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. We're almost at 60,000 subscribers. We need less than 1,000 subscribers. Once we get there, we will be doing that giveaway I've been promising for quite a while. 60,000 gold worth of premium tanks to give away. And now those premium tanks are not in the tech tree. That might be worth trying to get your hands on one. But I will be doing that giveaway at 60,000 subscribers. So again, thank everyone for your support, your continued support. I really do appreciate it. Me and my wife really does appreciate it. It's nice seeing all the nice comments from you guys. I'm meadsy69. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.